The Haunting Escape Room, a terrifying night. It was a chilly autumn evening when my friends and I decided to take on the challenge of a new escape room that had gained a reputation for being the scariest in town. We were all excited, brushing off the warnings from those who had gone before us, claiming that the room was cursed. With nervous laughs and confident smiles, we stepped into the dimly lit foyer of the escape room facility. The reception area was adorned with eerie decorations, cobwebs, antique portraits, and flickering candles that cast dancing shadows on the walls. A shiver ran down my spine as the staff member handed us a set of keys and explained the rules. The objective was simple: solve a series of puzzles to unlock each room and eventually find our way out. Little did we know, the horror that awaited us was beyond our wildest imagination. As we entered the first room, the heavy wooden door creaked shut behind us, leaving us in near darkness. The air grew thick with tension as the sound of distant whispers filled the room, though we were alone. In the corner, we spotted an old desk covered in dust and a cryptic message scrawled in red ink: "Only the brave shall pass." Our first puzzle involved deciphering a code hidden within a collection of old books on the shelves. The faint glow of a single lantern barely illuminated the room, casting eerie shadows that seemed to move on their own. With trembling hands, we pieced together the clues and unlocked a hidden compartment, revealing a key. The key led us to the next room, which was even more unsettling. It resembled a dilapidated bedroom frozen in time, complete with a cracked mirror and a rusty four-poster bed. The air was heavy with an odd, musty smell that made us feel uneasy. On the bed, we found a worn diary that told the tragic story of a family that had once lived here, succumbing to madness and despair. As we delved deeper into the puzzles, the atmosphere grew increasingly ominous. Strange noises echoed through the room's distant footsteps, whispers, and faint cries. The puzzles became more intricate, involving hidden compartments, intricate locks, and riddles that seemed to taunt us. With each solved puzzle, we felt a mixture of relief and dread, wondering what awaited us next. In one room, we were met with a life-sized puppet that seemed to follow us with its glassy eyes. Its mechanical movements were unsettling, and it clutched a key in its wooden hand. To retrieve it, we had to manipulate its limbs into a specific pattern, all while our hearts raced and our breath caught in our throats. The climax of our ordeal came in the form of a final room, the atmosphere even more oppressive than before. The room was adorned with symbols and markings that sent shivers down our spines. A deep sense of foreboding settled over us as we realized the gravity of our situation. The exit seemed so close, yet so far. The last puzzle was a complex combination of all we had learned so far, a test of our teamwork, wits, and nerve. As the final lock clicked open, the tension reached its peak. The door swung open, revealing the exit, and we stumbled out into the reception area, breathless and exhilarated. We had escaped the haunted escape room, our hearts racing and our minds replaying the spine-chilling moments. Looking back, I can't help but shiver at the memory of that night. The escape room had truly lived up to its reputation as a horror-filled experience. Whether it was the meticulously crafted atmosphere, the unsettling puzzles, or the whispers that seemed to linger in the air, the horror had seeped into our bones and left an indelible mark on our minds. It was an escape room unlike any other, a true test of courage, friendship, and the limits of our fear. The Haunted Mansion Escape. On a stormy night, my friends and I embarked on an escape room adventure set in a supposedly haunted mansion. The moment we entered, the door creaked shut behind us. The flickering candlelight barely illuminated the grand but eerie foyer. A portrait on the wall seemed to follow our every move, giving us an unsettling feeling. The puzzles led us through darkened corridors and secret chambers. The air was thick with tension as we deciphered riddles that hinted at the mansion's tragic history. We stumbled upon old letters and journals that told stories of lost souls and mysterious disappearances within the mansion's walls. As we delved deeper, the atmosphere turned chillingly surreal. Objects moved on their own, and cold drafts sent shivers down our spines. In one room, a grand piano played a haunting melody by itself, as if guided by unseen hands. The experience left us questioning our senses and the boundaries between reality and the supernatural. With each solved puzzle, we uncovered more about the mansion's dark past. The final puzzle revealed a hidden passage, and the exit door opened. As we stepped back into the stormy night, we couldn't shake off the feeling that the mansion's spirits had whispered their secrets in our ears. The time travel laboratory escape. Excitement buzzed in the air as my friends and I entered a time travel-themed escape room. The room was adorned with futuristic gadgets and glowing lights. A friendly staff member explained that we had to solve puzzles to navigate different time periods and ultimately return to the present. As we began, the room suddenly transformed, transporting us to a medieval castle. The puzzles were cleverly integrated into each era, deciphering ancient scripts and manipulating contraptions that seemed straight out of a history book. But the transitions between time periods became increasingly disorienting, leaving us dizzy and confused. In the Victorian-era section, we found a dusty journal that detailed a scientist's obsession with time travel experiments. The unsettling entries hinted at the risks of tampering with the fabric of time. The more puzzles we solved, the more we realized the consequences of our actions in altering history. The climax came when we entered a futuristic laboratory, the place where our journey had begun. The final puzzle required us to set things right and restore the timeline. As the last lock clicked open, we were transported back to the present, the room glowing with a serene light. While the experience wasn't haunted in the traditional sense, the disorienting time shifts and the eerie glimpses into different eras left us with a sense of awe and an appreciation for the mysteries of time and space. It was a mind-bending adventure that reminded us of the fragility of history and the power of human curiosity.